It's time for another edition of Dollars and Cents.
Tom is out at the Resource Center. So Tom, what do we need to know?
What you need to know is you were just saying how hot it is in some. Here, it's a perfect 70 degrees, not a cloud in the ceiling at the Resource Center. So you need to come by because it's absolutely perfect. And what helps make it absolutely perfect? This guy right here, Bruce
There you
Porter.
go.
Yeah, you know where I was going with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good to see you again.
Good
my
to see
friend.
you.
What are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about some of the things that I think people need to be more aware of,
Okay.
which is their financial stuff, right? So we're going to kind of look into this retirement report card. You know, I've met with a lot of people, and what I'm amazed at is people don't understand some of the basic concepts of financial planning.
And we understand so many things, but this kind of gets pushed on that back burner.
Well, and a lot of times it's intimidating because
Yeah.
people don't understand. They are afraid to ask questions. And we encourage people to ask questions and learn and try to educate yourself, especially when we're talking about your life savings. And those are the things that I think we need to kind of dive into.
Yeah.
And so the encouragement I want to give people is, you know, take the time to understand your money, understand the concepts, meet with people that are in that field and ask questions. Make a list before you go, that type of thing.
It's kind of learning like school, you know, your
Yeah.
report card.
Some of the things that we look at, and we will actually score as we go through a conversation, and I'll be filling things out. I want to know, like on cash, short-term, medium range, long range type cash. Those types of accounts are what you need for necessities if the furnace goes out or if you
Right.
get ill or something happens. And we're going to score that. Debt, I want to know what your debt looks like. And that's important. We want to know interest. We want to know the volume of debt and what it's costing you to maintain that debt. You know, when you consider debt, you're basically giving somebody else your hard-earned money for the use of their money. So you've used their money to buy your stuff, and now you're paying them back, and they're charging you a premium for that.
Yes, oh yes they are.
Right.
And that's what we've talked about before with credit cards.
Yep.
You're using someone else's money and you have to pay them for that privilege.
The premium.
And that
Yep.
that can mount up very
That
quickly.
can. Investments, there's two different classifications of money. It's either qualified to be taxed,
Okay.
or it's not qualified to be taxed, only the gain. And so understanding that and determining what your average rate of return, things like that.
Yeah.
Then we dive into the details of the investment mix that you have. We want to know what type of market type investments, or if you have guaranteed type investments, bank CDs, money market, annuities, stocks, bonds, mutual funds.
I
We-
think that's where a lot of people get confused right
They,
there.
they get lost because they don't understand, but yet so many people invest in things they have no clue how it works. And I'm amazed by that. So now we want to look at your overall risk score. We want to know how conservative or how aggressive you are, and then we want to have a discussion about taxes and the impact of that. Now mark your calendars. 2026 is coming quickly. We get a brand new shiny tax code in 2026. Nobody has a clue what that's going to be. The estimates I've looked at are not real pretty. So be prepared for that when you're looking at retirement, your taxable income in retirement, things like that. And then, of course, with Will Worsham, we do our monthly workshops, and estate planning, so essential. And so those are the types of things that we want to educate and let people know we're here to help.
And that's the thing, because anyone listening to this, you know, watching what's going on here, you can develop kind of an anxiety about that, but that's what you're here to lead people through.
That's right.
To take that weight off of someone else's shoulders because they don't understand it, you can help them
Navigate.
navigate
we
those
want to
roads.
we want to navigate these waters. We want to get on the dean's list,
Yeah,
right?
really.
So we got to have a good score to get on the dean's list. But you can go to the QR code, go to 882-1800, call, find out when our workshops are, come and see us.
Don't forget about this.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
Makes a great Christmas present. We just did the updated version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Should be coming out any day. And so, yeah, call the office and you can pick up a book for Christmas. That'd be
You
great.
don't have to wait for Christmas. This is a good read anytime because you need this kind of advice anytime, and it's never too early to start. Give Bruce a call at the Resource
That's
Center.
right.
Always good to see you.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tom.